guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are feeling awesome this morning, and I hope that this video finds you in good spirits. So today we're going to talk a little bit about my goals for 2022, and I'm so excited to dive into it. I think I learned from my last lesson that I don't really talk and do pretty well. So I'm hoping to just maybe a sit down video might be a little bit better. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our new video. So the very first thing that I have, or the first goal that I have for this year, for 2022, is to read one book a month. So I think that this is something that's really cool, because I've always I've not really been that one of those kind of people that actually likes to read. I'm not like a reader. That's not what I do. I never really was like that. I'd much rather watch a movie. And so now, just being like a little bit older, a little bit more mature, I feel like it's necessary in a sense for me to explore my mind and explore the world through books. So that's my goal, to read one book a month. Right now, I'm currently working on the 5 Love Languages book, but I'm reading the singles edition. So we'll see. Hopefully I can get my life together, and hopefully I can make it. I'll give you guys an update throughout the year, and let us see. So that's the first goal. All right, so for my second goal this year, it's to improve on my self-care. So one thing since the first of the year, and it's only, well, when I'm recording this, or when you see this, it'll be the 6th. So January 6th of 2022. Thus far, every night and every morning, I have gotten up and gone through my entire face washing, like skincare routine in the morning, and my entire face washing skincare routine in the evening. I've been very intentional, even if I don't feel like doing it, especially like maybe like first thing in the morning, because I'm like, well, what the heck, like only thing I did was sleep. But I'm just trying to be like intentional and be a lot more consistent. So I do my full skincare in the morning, my full skincare in the evening, and I've just kind of like been getting myself into the routine of taking those extra, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes to just make sure that like I feel refreshed, my face is getting what it needs, I'm, moisturizing and things of that nature how I should, instead of just like, oh, okay, I don't have anything in my face and just walking out the door like I may have done in the past. So I'm trying to be very intentional when it comes to self-care this year, especially when it comes to skincare. So that's the second goal this year, is to be way more intentional when it comes to self-care, especially skincare. All right, so for goal number 3, my task this year is to become a lot more budget conscious. I feel like that, like financial literacy and things like that, that's something that was a common theme that we heard a lot in 2020 and 2021, especially when loads of people like lost their jobs and didn't have any income and things like that. A lot of people were screaming like financial literacy, invest. I want to be a lot more budget conscious, right? Not that I can't make more money when it comes to investing, not that I can't read to learn a little bit more about how to be financially, literate. I want to be a lot more budget friendly, or budget conscious, or budget literate, if that makes sense. I want to be able to stretch or to sort out what I have in my actual financials prior to thinking about anything else that's going on. Like, I want to know how to manage what I have going on right now. And not that I wasn't that good when it came to a budget before, but I was not one of those people that cooked, and that's a major thing. I feel like food is something so major that you see like in your accounts, right? Like, you're so quick to be like, all right, well, at least me. Actually, let me not generalize that statement. Me, personally, I do not like to cook at all. I will because I have to, but cooking is not one of my favorite things to do at all. So I'm a lot more likely to say, hey, I'm just going to swipe my card and go here, rather than going to the grocery store, budgeting it out, and cooking. So I'm trying to become a lot more budget conscious this year. So that's another goal, to just make sure that like my big ticket items, like my food and things of that, like anything out of bills, because obviously bills are always going to be bills, but anything outside of bills, making sure that I'm managing my money in the best way possible. I'm saving and investing in the best way possible. So number 3 is to be a lot more budget conscious this year. All right, so this one is probably my most exciting thing. Okay, maybe my second. I don't know, but it's a really exciting thing. One goal, so goal number 4 for me this year, is to tap into my creativity. And I am one of those people who I downplay my creativity. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm one of those kind of people. I'm pretty creative, and not to be cocky, and that's why I downplay it most of the time, because I don't like to be like conceited. But I'm okay when it comes to certain things. Like I love to like decorate for parties and things like that. That's 100% like one of my happy places, and it's something that like if I can make a career out of it, I most definitely need to do that sooner than later, because it's something that I truly find joy in. So that's one thing. Decorating like houses, like interior design, like I really love doing things like that, doing like DIY projects and things like that. So one of my goals this year is to tap more into using my hands and using my creativity this year. So then that way I'm finding myself in more of a happy place. It's kind of on one end dealing with my creativity and letting my creativity out, but it is also kind of like my mental therapy. So one of my goals this year is to kind of use my creativity to kind of be therapeutic. So I'm excited to get into that this year. I'll definitely, once I start to get more things in my house, like decorative wise, I'll definitely like bring you guys along with that. So I'm excited about that. And that's where I'm at. So yeah, I'm going to throw myself a little bit more into my creative side this year, just to kind of help me A, sort out all my creativity, but B, also allow it to be like my mental therapy. So that is goal number 4 for this year. All right, so goal number 5, and goal number 5 is my absolute last goal this year. I only have 5, but you know, I think that that's a good number. We don't need to go any further. So goal number 5 for this year is for me to take a solo trip. I want to take a trip by myself, without friends, without family, well, I don't have a significant other, but without a significant other. I want to take a trip by myself, for myself, being by myself, like just understanding myself. So I haven't decided where I want to go yet, but I do know that I want to be able to get on a plane. I definitely want to make sure wherever I am, it's a little bit safer for like single person to be in, or at least if I'm single, no one notices, because I'm in such a large area where I kind of like blend in. You know what I mean? So maybe like a city or something like that. But I definitely want to take a solo trip by myself this year and not go to like visit family like I usually do. Like I have taken trips by myself before, where I would get like on a plane, but I would meet like a friend there or like meet family. But this year, one of my goals is to take a trip all by myself, like going to a destination by myself, hopping on a plane, navigating the airport and all that other stuff, and just kind of like being in a place and enjoying like my singleness. So yeah, I'm excited to take a quote unquote big trip by myself this year. So we'll see how that works out. Haven't determined where I want to go yet. Haven't even started budgeting for it yet. But I know that is definitely one of my goals this year, and I think that is something that's necessary, just to kind of like go like I've accomplished this and I was brave enough to go by myself. So I hope that you enjoyed my list of things that I choose or I want to do or I desire to do this year. If you have anything that you want to add to my list or something that you might suggest that I do, I'm so open to that. Go ahead and make a comment down below and let me know something that you may want me to try this year. Follow me on Instagram at Nia_New Jersey if you want to DM me and let me know something there that you want me to try this year. I'm so excited to see what you guys have to share with me. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I'm going to close this out. I hope that you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you next Thursday.